नमस्ते प्रणाम गीता ध्यान ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Rajavidya, Rajaguhya Yoga, and let us see what Sri Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, is further going to tell us in this today's reading of the 28th Shloka. The 27th Shloka that we read earlier, Sri Krishna said that you do everything. Don't run away from doing your duties, but do everything as if you are making it an offering to me, to the ultimate Lord. Don't do it anything with the ego as of I'm doing it. Do it as an offering. And he said, whatever you are doing, yat karoshi yatashnasi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat tapashyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Whatever you are doing, work you are doing, whatever you are eating, whatever you are offering as a sacrifice in that sacrificial fire of the yajna that you are performing, and dadasiyat, whatever you are giving as a gift, or even whatever austerities you are doing, yat tapashyasi, O Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, O Arjuna, and naming Kaunteya. In fact, Sri Krishna is giving this knowledge, sharing this secret science with all of us. Kaunteya is just for that time frame, he was just a symbol. And through that Kaunteya as a symbol, Sri Krishna is telling all of us that whatever you are doing, tat kurushva, do it. But as an offering to me, mat arpanam. That is the main clause in the shloka. Whatever you are doing, Shri Krishna don't say, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Do everything, but nothing with the intention of any self-motive, any self-interest. Let there be an attitude of self-denial. Let there be an attitude of what Sri Ramakrishna told us at the in that prayer he used to make to the Divine Mother. Oh Mother, I am nothing. You are the instrument. You are manipulating this instrument to get your things done. You are getting it done through me. I am just a simple chariot, but you are the charioteer. Without you, this chariot cannot move. Then Sri Ramakrishna told that I am the house. You are the indweller. You are the resident in this house and bringing life to this house. Otherwise, there are, all those obsolete houses which are uninhabited. Nobody stays, and then they get that such bad conditions. The dilapidating buildings we see. There is no life there. There is no indweller there. So Sri Ramakrishna says, I am this house, but you are the resident of this house. Therefore, there is some life in this house. And then Sri Ramakrishna says, I speak as you make me speak. I don't have any knowledge. I am an ignorant child of yours. You Make me speak, I speak like that. I don't know how to do anything. You are getting the things done for me. And likewise, Sri Krishna says, do everything with the attitude of you are making those offerings to me. That should be the spirit of whatever is being performed by us as individuals. If it is work, if it is taking food, or if it is giving a gift, or if it is performing a sacrifice, or even if it is performing an austerity. Now, austerity normally is done for receiving the higher ends, isn't it? For the spiritual growth. But instead, people start performing austerities for material gains. And then that austerity doesn't remain austerity. So Sri Krishna says, even if tapas you are doing, do it as an offering to me. Don't taint that tapas with the self-interest. Make it a real tapas. Make it a real work. Yat karoshi. Make it a real offering to me. Like in the 4th adhyaya, 24th shlok, Sri Krishna told us that Brahmarpanam Brahma Havir Brahmano Brahmana Hutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. It is the Brahman that is offering everything to itself. The offered ghee is Brahman, the Agni is Brahman, everything is Brahman, and in that Agni, Brahman is offering everything to itself. Brahman is offering Brahman to the Brahman. Likewise, Sri Krishna says, whatever you are doing, do it everything for me. It comes to me ultimately, he says, yes. Like he said, you may worship so many other smaller deities, ultimately the worship comes to me only. So why have that go in between? Don't think I am doing it. Don't think I am giving it. Don't think I am doing this charity. Don't think I am doing this tapas, this austerity. Do it in the spirit of offering to the Lord. So that is the way Sri Krishna has told us. And how that is going to do good to us, that also now Sri Krishna is going to tell us in this 28th shloka. śhubhāśhubha-phalair evaṁ mokṣhyase karma-bandhanaiḥ sannyāsa-yoga-yuktātmā vimukto upaiṣhyasi. Sri Krishna says, having done this as an offering to me, you will be getting away from all the good and bad things of the karmas that you are doing. Because now you are not doing anything for yourself. If I am doing anything for myself, whatever is the outcome of that karma is going to affect me. But if I am doing it as a work of the Lord, it is all His headache, isn't it? It is His botheration whether it is good or bad. Why should I be worried about it? So Sri Krishna says, śhubhāśhubha-phalair evaṁ mokṣhyase karma-bandhanaiḥ. That śhubhāśhubha-phalair, the good and evil, the good and bad fruits of the karma that you are doing. Mokṣhyase karma-bandhanaiḥ. That will free you from getting attached to the binding of this karma. All the good or bad that is going to accrue to your account because of performing a karma, you will be freed from that bondage to the karma. You will be karma-bandhanaiḥ, you will be mokṣhyase. You will be freed from that binding. And sannyāsa-yoga-yuktātmā, having established in that yoga of renunciation, yuktātmā, the Atman, the self being established. Established in what? Sannyāsa-yoga, in the yoga of renunciation. Vimukto upaiṣhyasi, having thus freed from all the bondages, having liberated, upaiṣhyasi, you will come to me. You don't have to then worry about what is going to happen to me, whether I will get liberated, whether I will get this, whether I will get that. You don't have to bother about anything. You will be freed from the good and bad effects of all the things that you are doing. You will be freed from the bondage of the karma itself. Whatever you are doing doesn't become your doing then. It becomes the Lord's doing. And When doing in this manner, performing anything that you are doing as an offering to the Lord, you get established in that sannyasa yoga. You get established in that yoga of renunciation, because nothing remains of you. Once you have renounced, once you have given up your I, once you have sacrificed your I, nothing remains. Then where is this sattvic? Where is this body? Where is this I? Nothing remains. Everything gets renounced, everything gets sacrificed, and only the ultimate reality remains the truth. So once the Atman gets established in that yoga of renunciation, Sri Krishna says, having freed, having liberated, you will come to me only. Evaṁ upaiṣhyasi. You will come to me. You don't have to worry about anything then. So that is why Sri Krishna says that while doing, you do it as an offering to me. The whatever he taught us in 27th Shloka, the same thing he is extending as to what we are going to get out of it by doing anything, doing everything as an offering to the Lord. Sri Krishna says nothing remains of you then. You get freed from the bondage of karma. You get freed from the good and bad effects that are going to accrue to you. Then our list of merits and demerits, it just gets nullified. Then we don't have to go to that Devaloka or Pitraloka or Bhutaloka that Sri Krishna had told us. Our account book is absolutely clear. There are no 1,000 good deeds, so okay, 1,000 years you have to go and enjoy those celestial enjoyments and then come back again into the cycle of birth and death. Nothing like that. You get liberated, mokṣhyase, and having liberated of all the good and bad effects that you would have accrued on account of your karma, having liberated from the bondage of the karma, you become vimukto. You become liberated, and then evaṁ upaiṣhyasi, you come to me only. Thus shall you be free from bondage of actions yielding good and bad results, yielding good and evil fruits. With the mind firmly set in the yoga of meditation or the yoga of renunciation, the sannyasa yoga, and thus liberated, you shall come to me. Then there is no difference between you and me at all. You just straightway come to me. You don't go in any of those intermediate planes, dwell there for some time, then again come back in this cycle of birth and death. Nothing. That is not there for you then. You are free from all the good and bad actions of your karma. You have no bondage of any karma at all. You have no bondage of anything that you do. Then whatever you do is, I am doing it. That's what Sri Krishna says. Then whatever a devotee does, whatever an aspirant does, is the mother's doing. What Sri Ramakrishna had prayed to the mother. You are doing everything. I am just your child. I am not doing anything. The good and bad results of karma contribute for the continuity of the cycle of birth and death. But when they are all offered to the Lord, they become as ineffective as the burnt up seeds. If the seeds we burn in fire over sand, hot sand, and if we plant those seeds, there is no scope of germination. There is no scope of another life being sprouted from those burnt seeds. The moment we offer everything to the Lord, our eye gets burnt up like those burnt seeds. And then there is no chance of sprouting again. The yogi is in this way freed from the bondage. And thus, when there is no chance of another life being springing up, there is no chance of getting back into the cycle of birth and death, then automatically we are freed from that bondage. The conflict between engaging oneself in action and emerging from it gets reconciled in sannyasa yoga. The moment we renounce our association with the work, the moment we renounce our ownership of the work, Lord is the owner. We are instruments. The moment we have this attitude, we get into that mode of renunciation, of that sannyasa. We don't have to literally renounce everything, leave home and go to the jungle, go to the forest, or go to that cave and sit there. Not that kind of sannyasa. Sri Krishna says, just getting rid of my ownership. I am doing it. I have done it. I have done so much good. I have given so many gifts. I have made so many donations. That I, giving up that I, is the biggest of renunciation. And then you do everything in the spirit of offering it to the Lord. All selfishness is renounced. That way it is sannyasa. When all selfishness goes, there is no self-interest like we saw in the previous shloka. There is no self-interest, only self-denial. I am nothing. Offer everything to the Lord and forget about it. Work is vigorously done for the sake of Lord. That is yoga. Whatever I am doing, it is Lord's duty. Whatever I am doing, Lord is getting it done. Whatever I am doing, my mother is getting done. I am just a chariot. Mother is moving this chariot. She is the charioteer. Such a yogi is jivan mukta while yet in the body. Such a yogi, such a person who does everything with the understanding of I am doing the Lord's work. Even while living, that person is liberated. Even while living, we may see that person making merry, laughing, dancing, making merry. But that person is jivan mukta because that person is not doing anything for the self. That person is doing everything in the spirit of offering to the Lord. And therefore, while living, that person is in fact mukta. He is mukta from all the karma-bandhana. He is mukta from all the bondages of the karma. He becomes vimukto. He is liberated while even living in this body. And what happens when such a yogi gives up the body? What happens when such yogi dies? Then he becomes videha mukta. See the difference. The mukti is always there while living as well as when out of this body. Then there is no rebirth. Then there is no entrapment. There is no entanglement in the cycle of birth and death. While living, that yogi is jivan mukta, and after death, that yogi is videha mukta. There is no more need of any physical body for that being. He has merged in the Almighty. He has merged in the Lord. He has merged in the Divine Mother. And let us see Sri Ramakrishna's teaching on this. What should you do when you are in this world? A simple teaching Sri Ramakrishna teaches. Just like Sri Krishna teaching us this small thing. This small thing for us to do, just give up the self and offer everything to me. What Sri Ramakrishna says. What should you do when you are in this world? You should dedicate your everything to Ishvara. Why carry this burden on our shoulders when that fellow is there to take all those burdens? The burdens of the creation are his burden. Why I should take that burden on my shoulder? Give everything to him, no? And be free from all that botheration. Be free from all that bondage. Just offer everything to the Lord. You should dedicate your everything to the Lord. You take refuge in Him. Oh Lord, I am nothing. You are whole. You are the everything in this world, in this universe, in this creation. Whatever is there, you are the one. I am your child. Take refuge in Him. Be sharanagata. Then you will have no misery whatsoever. Once we dedicate ourselves, we dedicate ourselves, we dedicate our I, we sacrifice our I to the Lord. There is no misery. The misery comes only to this I. Because I seeks pleasures. The pain comes to him. Because I seek happiness, unhappiness comes to me. Because I seek joy, the sorrow comes to me. But when this I is not there, There is no seeking of enjoyment, there is no seeking of joy, there is no seeking of happiness, there is no seeking of pleasure, and therefore there is no misery, there is no sorrow, there is no grief. You will forthwith get to the Lord. Like Sri Krishna said here, that you will come to me. Evaṁ upaiṣhyasi. Sri Ramakrishna says, you will straightway go to the Lord. You don't have to worry about anything then. Just give up this wretched I. Just give up this selfishness. Offer everything. Sacrifice whatever you have, whatever this I you have. Sacrifice this I to the Lord. Oh Lord, you are the one. I am nothing. With that attitude, when we start moving forward on the path of liberation, then the I drops off and we become one with the Lord. And Sri Krishna says in this 28th Shloka, clearly says, Evaṁ upaiṣhyasi, you will come to me only. And that is the simplest way he has told us, which is in fact a great secret that he has shared with us. So let us all pray to the Lord to give us that understanding of burning up the I and offering all that we have, all that we do, all that we eat, all that we give, all that we sacrifice, make it as an offering it to the Lord and be one with Him. So that is Sri Krishna's teaching to us in this 28th shloka, that be free from bondage of karma, be free from the good and bad of the karma, get established in the sannyasa yoga and come to me directly. You don't have to run around here and there, perform all those pujas and perform all those big sacrifices. Nothing doing. Just get rid of the bondage of this karma. Be free from the good and bad effects, the fruits of this karma. Free from it. And then come to me. So that was Sri Krishna's teaching in this 28th shloka of the Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, the 9th adhyay of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami.